Hello Capricorn, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If you're watching this video, this reading was meant to find you. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Capricorn, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And look at that Wheel of Fortune. Your luck is about to change, Capricorn. I feel like the next couple weeks, next 2 weeks, you're going to experience a great shift in your luck, in your fortune. This is great, good fortune. This is expansion. This is growth. This is leveling up. This is prosperity. So your income is going to increase. Your health or your vitality is going to increase. Your happiness, your well-being is going to increase. Okay, it's going to grow. You're entering this phase of expansion. Spirit is going to put the right people, places, and things on your path when and where you need them. It is up to you to engage those things. You're getting the green lights. You're getting the open doors where there never were any doors before. You've got to step through. Spirit can put you in the right place at the right time, but you've got to take advantage of that alignment, okay? And I think that lately maybe like you've been feeling low, like at the bottom of the wheel between the rubber and the road. All that's changing now. Expect good things in the very, very near future. Let's put this into some context. I think you've already been experiencing a lot more synchronicities in your life. And I think that you're already recognizing a lot of those and seeing that something big is being built up in your life and in the atmosphere around you. I think that you're somebody who tends to trust in synchronicities. Oh, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there is a lot of progress being made toward your best life. The Ten of Pentacles is finances, but it's also a lot of other things too. Okay, it's longevity, it's meaning, it's legacy, it's family, it's friends, it's pets, it's plants, it's people. Okay, there's the Four of Cups. You've been waiting for something to change. You've been your soul has been desiring something to change. Like I feel like you've just kind of been floating along here. Something big is happening. There's a Prince of Cups. Ooh, a Nine of Cups. You're building the life you desire. You're doing it in tandem with Spirit. And the Lover's card. Oh my gosh. I feel like this is kind of an overnight change. I feel like suddenly everything is rolling your way. It's coming up Capricorn o'clock here. Okay? The Seven of Cups, just with that four too, right? It feels as if we're in need of change. Things have been stuck with. This is you at the bottom of the wheel between the rubber and the road, and that's how it feels down there. So you're overdue for some good stuff. There's the Three of Pentacles. That's you cooperating in the environment. When Spirit gives you those resources here, you've got to engage. You've got to cooperate and collaborate with Spirit. Collaborate with the universe. Okay? High Priestess guiding you. Trusting your intuition, trusting the signs and symbols and synchronicities, and owning your life. Owning this path. I feel like this is literally the card of control. This is the card that says, this is everything that you are capable of doing. This is everything that happens in life. This is stuff that's happening to you, for you, and through you. And this is how you're responding to it. So again, the very, very strong confirmation. Spirit is putting the right people, places, and things on your path. You're being told to engage with those things. This is everything that you can control. This is everything else. Okay? So Spirit's going to put you in the right place at the right time. You've got to act. You've got to take control. And you got to take ownership of those behaviors. Okay? Whew, this is extraordinary. I'm losing my breath here. I'm kind of out of breath with this reading. This is a lot of good cards. Let's select the mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith Waite Tarot. This is the factor, infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right over here with our little Tibetan prayer wheel right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end. It will tie everything together, and it will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any moment during this reading you feel like you might know what that card is, put your prediction in the comments right below the video. Now let's look around the room. Major, 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 okay? I feel like your intuition is really leading you toward a intense union here, okay? This, I think, is a marriage between you and your best life. And it could be romance, too, maybe, if that's part of it. But I feel like this is really, in a sense, like, because this is a card of union, it's a card of choices, this is a card of everything coming together. I feel like finally, for you, Capricorn, everything is finally coming together. And it feels like bliss. It feels like life is a match made in heaven for you. Yeah. So we see fire here at the end, and I think that's very, very good, very appropriate. We see water, water, water. What's missing? Water here. What's missing? This swords cards. No swords cards. We don't want them. Because that's overthinking, that's doubt, that's just confusion, that's too many questions. And right now, no, we're not asking questions. Divine timing is showing up, and we're saying, yes, sir, no, sir, and in a jiffy, Pete. Okay? We're engaging. When divine timing shows up, when the resources shows up, when Spirit puts us in the right place at the right time, we can't say, oh, geez, can you come back tomorrow? You know, no, divine timing is saying now. It doesn't require our approval. It doesn't even really require our participation. Spirit's saying, look, there's a door here. You go through it or not. I don't care. No skin off my back, you know. Spirit doesn't have any skin in the game. Spirit is bringing you opportunities, and you need to take them. The universe, we could say, your own soul, your own intuition, your own guardian angel, is bringing you to the water, but you've got to drink. Yeah. This is timing. This is change. This is luck. This is a new cycle. Okay? Expect the shift. Expect the increase in your mood, the increase in your money, the increase in your odds, your chances, and in your contacts. Okay? Say yes to the opportunities that are unexpected but feel aligned with you. Let go of something that you've been trying to control, though. Yeah. Let go of your own sense of timing, I guess, right? Or your own sense of like when things should have happened. Especially with the Seven of Cups here. I feel like there's some uncomfortable feelings here because you thought something should have happened sooner for you, or like, I don't know, maybe you feel like you're coming into certain types of success too late, or certain opportunities in life now that they show up. It's like, why couldn't this have happened 20 years ago? We don't want to do that. That would be invoking the swords cards, and like I said, no swords. Don't question it. Spirit is saying this is for the universe or your soul or whatever you believe in, saying this is happening for you now. Don't look the gift horse in the mouth and say, why couldn't you have been here, you know, in my 20s or something? Why now in my 40s or whatever? I don't know how old you are. But there's this sense that like, that we thought that something should have happened, or there's a little bit of, I don't want to call it sadness, but there's just a little bit of like, kind of feeling, because like, why couldn't this have happened, you know, sooner? Don't worry about it like that, okay? Just allow it to be here, okay? This is a path of very good fortune for you. It's a lucky streak, and you probably don't believe in luck. You believe in divine timing, okay? And this is momentum. It's building up around you. Something is getting this wheel turning, and it's turning for you. You're stepping into a new season, a new cycle in your life. Okay? And I think that you understand that, life has its ups and downs. And if you've been down for a while, this is your turn to be up now, right? This wheel is turning in your favor, and you need to ask, how do I cooperate with it? How do I collaborate with Spirit right now? How do you collaborate with the universe, or with divine timing, or with luck, or with your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and so forth? Okay. And that's maturity. I feel like you're now the person that you need to be in order for these opportunities to be here. If these would have happened 20 years ago, you wouldn't have been ready. And so I feel that's the message now. It's saying that it couldn't have happened at any different time for you. It's happening now because you're ready for it now. So just trust and just believe in that. Faith, hope, and trust are what the Wheel of Fortune asks of you. Anyway, the Ten of Pentacles is that long-term sort of view now. I feel that what that Wheel of Fortune really is doing is allowing you to see your future in a new light. You're able to see, like, wow, like my future is good, like it's prosperous. Like this is who you are, where you are, and what you're doing down the road. And it's like Spirit saying, wow, like this is your path now. And so you're able to look at this and realize that you have a very prosperous future. You have long-term security. There is an accumulation. It's maybe, I don't know, maybe the universe is opening up that doorway that now allows you to see, like, okay, I can be wealthy, or I can retire, or, I can have this long-term long-term goals, long-range goals. This is retirement, savings, family. This is the home. This is the business. This is your legacy. And the opportunities may be investments. It may be something about your estate or a job opportunity, a creative venture, or something like this. But it's allowing you to see that this kind of future is there for you. Spirit's opening the door, and maybe we thought, like, maybe this door wasn't going to ever appear for me. Okay. So this is your pets, your plants, your people. It's not just money. We can't deny the fact that it is a Ten of Pentacles. Okay. But it's a lot of things in addition to money. So I don't want to say it's money or it's meaning and purpose and happiness. No, I think it's all the above. I think it's meaning, it's happiness, it's purpose, it's satisfaction, it's love, it's togetherness, it's family, it's also property and money and, the accumulation of wealth. But that's kind of what wealth is, right? It's the accumulation of meaning and responsibility and having that future. This is really like get out a sheet of paper, get out a pencil. Draw a picture of your best life. If you could just draw a picture of the life that you want, what would you draw? Don't qualify it. Don't say, well, I would draw this, but I'm too old for that already. No, draw whatever it is that you want. I don't care about cost. I don't care about age. I don't care about distance. What is that? What is that future that you're building? Okay. Because I think that Spirit is showing you now that there's a doorway that's opening to you actually uniting with that dream. But don't qualify it. Don't say, well, if this happened 20 years ago, I'd draw this particular picture. Or like, I really want to do this, but I feel like I've missed the boat already. Or I really want to do that, but I don't have the money to go there or whatever. Don't worry about that. Just draw the picture. Or write it down, or whatever, or like type it in the comments even. What is that life for you? Because I think that Spirit is giving you the opportunity now to pursue this. Yeah. This is that long-term life. And I think it's appearing as a real, as a possibility now, as a real reality. Now, down beneath the surface, the Four of Cups. Four of Cups kind of feels like, I don't know, it's just like a little bit of discontent. It's kind of like a card that says, I'm okay. I feel all right. Things could be better, but hey, things could be worse too, And I think this card is kind of the way we do that as human beings, where we try to we try to convince ourselves that our situation is not that bad, especially if we feel that we can't change it. If you feel like you're stuck somewhere, which that's the 7, we're stuck. If we feel like we're stuck somewhere, we just try to find a way to be okay with it. Like you're in prison or something, right? And it's just like, I can't get out of here. I gotta find a way to just be okay with it. Just for our own emotional, mental stability. Just so we don't go off the rails, And so this is where we're just kind of almost a little bit numb to the situation. This is that card that's saying, well, there's no holes in the boat. The boat's not sinking. But I'm not sailing off to my best life either. I'm just I'm okay. I'm level. I'm flat. I'm milquetoast. I'm just kind of vanilla, And this is under the surface for you. So I feel like this is kind of that feeling where it's just there is a wish for something greater. Okay, but there's something that maybe, I don't know what it is, something that's been making us feel like it's not possible for us. And so we're now being instructed, really. We're now being allowed to express what it is that we wish. Okay? What you really desire is more authenticity. And that's where we go back here with that Prince of Cups. But I think that this is just kind of it's a blah feeling. Okay? And so noticing this is kind of like saying, yeah, you know what? I really do want the opportunity for more of everything, for more love, more connection, more money, more opportunities, more togetherness, more connection. I want everything to come together. This is me being just, trying to force myself to be okay with things not being the way I want them to be. So I feel like you want something here, but we don't maybe feel it's possible. Okay. I also kind of feel that this card is a little bit of boredom. We need a little bit of a refresh. Yeah. Because this is dull, kind of even a cold feeling. We're just not really, because like I said, it feels like maybe you've been at the bottom of the wheel, between the rubber and the road. And this is you protecting yourself from really being torn apart by that. Yeah. And so it's us saying, okay, well, I'm okay. I'm okay. It could be worse. I'm okay. And I disagree with that tactic. And I think we do it to keep ourselves safe, obviously, right? It's the storm shelter. It's the safe cove. It's the storm cellar. We try to keep ourselves safe. Because if I can't change my situation, there's no point in me letting myself get so emotionally worked up over it. Yeah, but the problem is, you can change this. And I do have an issue with that idea that whenever we're sort of suffering, somebody comes along and tells us, oh, hey, you know what, someone else has it worse than you, and you shouldn't be so upset because it could be worse, right? in order to make us feel better. They think they're making us feel better, right? But what it does is it kind of promotes like a shame almost. Now I feel guilty for feeling bad about my situation because there are people that have it worse than me. I care about those people too, but I also care about me. And so we get kind of a double shot of pain there. Because not only do we lament our situation and we do like want something better for ourselves, but now we feel guilty for wanting that. Anyway, the 4 is suggesting that you're ready for your life to change. And it is. It is changing big time. I feel like it's really a kind of overnight change. It's going to be rather sudden, but I feel also that you're getting rewarded in a way for being the Prince of Cups, for being authentic, for being someone of substance. You're someone who wants love and meaning and beauty. I feel like you're always moving toward what feels soulful, and you're trying to do what you're trying to stay true to yourself. And so I think that there probably was a lot of opportunities in your life where you could have taken a shortcut or sold out, or like sold your soul, right? Well, if you're not using it, I guess. But you're using yours. And so I feel like there's really an authenticity in you. And I think that you make choices based on meaning and alignment, rather than just like, well, how am I going to make $1? You're not shady like that. You're not shysty. You're real, and I think that you're going to stay true to yourself, even if it means, well, you didn't get to earn as much money as the other person did, or whatever, because you're not willing to compromise on your ideals. You're not really willing to compromise your truth. You're okay being a bubble in an ocean. You are yourself, even when there's a lot of pressure on you to sort of be like everybody else. You're not going to sink to that level, You're not somebody that will compromise their own values just to make $1, something along those lines, I feel like you're kind of letting your heart steer your life. And I think that this is really leading you to the kind of a deeper perception. And so you're able to pick up on the subtleties. And I think that's where you're getting that Wheel of Fortune and all those synchronicities that are going to start happening. You've probably been noticing it more and more lately. You're on an emotional quest, okay? You're moving toward what feels soulful, not just convenient. Yeah. And anyway, 9 of Cups at the top here. This is the bliss. This is the contentment. And I feel like you are getting a kind of almost like a karmic reward here. This is emotional fulfillment. This is joy. This is satisfaction. This is the feeling you get in your life when something's working. This happiness, this is how your path should feel. This is how life should feel when life is working. You're entering a phase of sweetness. Okay. And I think that this is really like, this is how good life can feel, and this is you down here thinking that, well, life's never going to be that good for me. Okay. And there could even be this a hesitation to trust in the good things. Okay, the good things are coming. You've got to allow yourself to feel this. Don't feel guilty about feeling good. You're allowed to. It aligns. Whatever these opportunities are, they align with your authenticity, and you can allow yourself to enjoy them. Okay. You're going to feel very proud about the healing, about the growth, about the stability that you've created, the money that you've earned. You're going to feel very satisfied about your life. This is emotional security. This is superabundance on the physical, financial, mental, emotional, and spiritual creative planes. Okay. This is what the life should feel like. Is happiness. Okay. Maybe you're sharing your good fortune with others. Anyway. This is so good. This is so awesome. You have the Lover's card here in this future position, and it's really about you continuing to make choices based on your authenticity. Especially now when you're getting a lot of opportunities, there's going to be more opportunities for you to behave poorly, right? To take advantage of others, to do dishonest things, to be shady and shisty, but no. Continue to make choices that align with your heart, and the universe will continue to open up those doors for you. In other words, don't sell out. Don't succumb to that pressure, that peer pressure that's trying to get you to behave poorly. Okay, because this is all about your choices and how you are responding, how you are collaborating with Spirit for your future. Continue to make those meaningful choices based on your values. Okay? Choose the opportunities that are being presented to you that will reflect who you want to become. Yeah. This is that choice of union. You're staying true to yourself. And to me, it feels like literally as you move forward, everything's going to feel like it comes together. And as it does, and as you start to get more and more success, your choices are going to be even more important. You've got to align your actions with that heart, with that Prince of Cups, that authenticity. Okay. Bring your truth forward with you. Don't lose sight of who you are. When things start to get better, we sometimes we forget our values when things start to get good in life, you know. Choose from your values. Your choices are revealing the self that you're becoming. Choices are always going to be the most important thing that we have. Our choices are our only way of being in control of a universe that is not under our control. We can control, the only thing that is available to us to control is our choices. Now, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. That is a choice that you can make to support the work that I do, and it doesn't cost anything, okay? Your general energy is that Seven of Cups. I do have the impression that, we felt kind of stuck. We felt like life was just kind of stagnating. And you continue to be that authentic person. You're just working to build the life that really that resonates with you. And because you're a very principled person, I feel like the progress wasn't really happening. You could have taken shortcuts. You could have sold out like everybody else, but you chose not to. And I think that it's kind of like, it's been more of a challenge because of that. It would have been much easier to take the easy road, right? That's what the Seven of Cups really is taking the easy road rather than taking the difficult road. But I think that you weren't going to go after the low-hanging fruit. You weren't just going to do something just for your own sort of benefit if it didn't align with you. And so you have this ability to see things. You're choosing. When you're looking at something, you're saying, is that really going to nourish me? Or is that just going to numb me? Is that just going to be a quick fix? Is that me escaping? Is that me forgetting myself or selling out or selling my soul, So you're able to make those discerning choices. Okay. And I think that you're ready for the good things. Money, love, health, good habits, growth. And you're going to continue to make good choices because you can see the wrong choices. And the Seven of Cups, of course, is that feeling of like kind of being stuck in the mud a little bit. And we're just, you're trying to get out of the mud and get to your prosperity and get to your best life in the right way. And well, that's exactly what's happening now. The Three of Pentacles is you collaborating. It's you working with Spirit. You're not looking for a handout. You're not looking for charity. You're not looking for the easy win. No, you're Mars in Capricorn, right? You're ready to climb the mountain. You want to get to the top, but you want to do it the right way to where you can really, truly, and honestly be happy that you're at the top of the mountain, you see? So you're doing the hard work. This is the card of work. You're working to establish the right kinds of relationships. You're working to refine your skills and your personality and your soul. You're putting in the effort. You're constructing the life that you desire. You're putting steady work into something that's long-term. You're showing up even when you're not motivated. And you're collaborating with Spirit. You're collaborating with the universe. Okay? And I think that you're in a very special alignment right now between your body, your mind, and your heart. Okay. I think also like you're willing to do the unglamorous work because it's the right, like you have a weird like work ethic, that, normally people are just saying, I want to get it done as quickly as possible. I want to do it the easy way, whatever the biggest reward, right? No, you're weird. You're different because you're doing things the right way. You're not cutting corners. You're not taking the easy way out. You're not selling out or selling the soul or anything like that. You have this work ethic. And you're saying like, I'm going to do things of a quality nature. And that's something now I think it's kind of rare in this world to see things that are actually like attention to detail and quality and things that are real and not just things that are like a facade, things that are fake. Especially now with the internet and everything. Everything you look at feels like it's kind of like it's just like it's an illusion. I think that you are shaping your reality through this intentional action. You're collaborating with the universe and the opportunities that are being presented to you. There is an opportunity on the table right now, I think, for you to collaborate on something. And I do feel that this Lover's card is a particular choice that you're going to make to collaborate with someone. And it could be for business, it could be for art, it could be for love. But choosing to join forces with somebody, and they feel like they are very, very aligned with your path. Okay. You've got the High Priestess as well, and that is your intuition. The High Priestess is taking the place of your thoughts right now. You have this very interesting ability to turn off your thoughts and just tap into Spirit. Tap into your intuition, your higher mind, let's say. And I think that this is really how you know which opportunities to take. Because you have the sort of psychic vision where you can see all the wrong choices and you can see all the right choices. Because very often the Seven of Cups will masquerade as something very beautiful and very charming and very alluring. But you can see through to something's true nature. And so you know that there's no substance there. You know that it may be an apple that's really beautiful on the outside, but it's rotten on the inside, and you know not to eat that apple. Because you trust your intuition, you trust your visions, dreams, synchronicities. I feel like you've been having a lot of dreams lately, and you have been experiencing a lot of synchronicities, a lot of repeating numbers, phrases. Okay. This is that inner voice. This is your inner knowing. Okay. This is the answers that come from inside of you. And whether it comes to people or offers and that kind of collaboration type of thing, you're able to trust that feeling that just like, that says, I know the answer. I know what I'm looking at is real here. Okay? Your intuition is going to continue to get louder and louder and louder. Write that stuff down. The dreams, the flashes of insight, the symbols that repeat. Okay? This is awesome. And of course that intuition is leading you to that Two of Wands, that idea of like taking control over our life and realizing what we can and can't control. You've got to have faith in your own choices while you have faith in the universe, that the universe is going to bring you the right doorway. You've got to have the discernment and the power and the sovereignty to open up the right doorway and walk through that doorway. So you're choosing your direction. You have will. You have free will. And you're regaining control of your life, and you're everything's coming together for you, Capricorn. It feels really, really great. And I think that you realize that no one's coming to live your life for you. That Spirit's going to bring you these opportunities, but you got to step up. You've got to choose. You've got to move. You've got to stand in your power. Okay? You've got to lead here. And like I said, Spirit's going to like bring you to the doorway, but you've got to open the door and step through. Now let's look at the mystery card. Maybe Empress. Maybe, I don't know, I feel like it's probably going to be some swords cards, but hopefully it'll be like a 6 or an ace or something like that. You know, maybe a 4. If you have a prediction, please put it in the comments. Let's take a look. Oh, an Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, Spirit's giving you the gift of an opportunity. Spirit is bringing you an opportunity on a silver platter. And it's up to you to take that ticket and get on that train, right? Spirit's giving you the gift here, the ticket to ride. But it's up to you to take that ticket and actually get on the bus or the train or the plane or the automobile. And that's just it. Like, Spirit will give you the opportunity. Spirit will put somebody on your path, but if we're not paying attention, we're just going to walk right by them. So this is something new for you to begin. It may be a collaboration. It may be a new kind of side hustle. It may be a new business opportunity, or it may be just a meeting somebody, a creative collaboration, or even something romantic, whatever it could be. I think it's going to be a lot of them, though. You know, I think as that wheel turns, you're going to get one green light after another, after another, after another. You're the one that has to hit the gas, though. Green lights aren't going to do anything but give you permission to move in that direction. And I think you're going to get a consecutive gifts from the universe here. It's going to be really, really good. And I think next 2 weeks, I feel like things are going to really, really change. It's going to feel like suddenly your luck is better. To me, it feels like just overnight change. Suddenly, you're on this winning streak. And I feel like the next 2 weeks are just going to feel like extra. Like it's just, harvest after harvest after gift after gift after gift. Okay. Now, what else is a gift is the extended reading. We're going to do that now, so please click on the link in the corner or the link in the video description. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you are the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you, and we are all in this together.